welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I need to apologise for the very direct point of filming today. The reason behind that is because my microphone has broken again, and you wouldn't be able to hear me if I was filming in landscape as I normally do further away. So I'm just filming close up today in portrait as I want to get a quick little video out there today. So I do appreciate that the sound quality is not excellent, but I will get that fixed ASAP. And if you've been watching my channel, you will know that my upcoming video is the breakdown that I had. But I need to ask your advice on that before I go ahead and post it. So basically, I went to edit it, and it is a lot lengthier than I first expected. So you kind of got two options really. I can post the full version because it describes my breakdown from start to finish and goes through detail and the sort of categories and stuff that I go through, and I can put timestamps, or whether you want a more confined, defined version, which will take a couple more days to edit. So just let me know. If you're happy with the full version, I can get that up tomorrow. If you want it a bit more polished and perfected, that'll take a few days. So please leave a comment letting me know in that, because I will get that out with whatever you want me to post. So in the meantime, while I decide whether to do the full version or the compacted version, I wanted to keep this channel regular with the uploads and stuff, and post a video today because I had a BPD meltdown episode. I call them BPD episodes yesterday, and I wanted to just post the real life footage of that and also do a little bit of an explanation around the illness too. So this is hard for me to film so up close because of my false eye. I don't normally film this close up. But the thing with BPD, borderline personality disorder, is it can be so stigmatized and so misunderstood, and people can think that you're aggressive or you're manipulative. And yeah, in walks of life you will get people like that, but that's not the case with me at all. What I do is I just go into a meltdown, and what that involves is just basically dissociation, crying profusely. I don't ever try and harm anyone else. I just get very, very upset with myself. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, insert footage of the meltdown I had yesterday, just so you can see authentically, because it's true and real. This is how I felt. And then after that, I'll just do like a brief explanation. I do plan on doing a full video on BPD coming up soon, where I explain sort of the ins and outs and stuff, and the diagnosis and the criteria. But for now, it's just a bit of a snapshot of how it looks, if you like, and then a little bit of an explanation at the end. Oh, and I tried to wear headphones for this video, so I can shoot in the normal format, but my headphones don't seem to have a microphone on them, so we're having to do it this way today. And yeah, I will get it fixed ASAP and we can go back to normal format. But it's really, really important that I post this. Like I say, keeping this video quite brief for today, I totally misunderstood something that was said to me yesterday, and that is a classic sign of borderline personality disorder. My friend had said something and I took it completely the wrong way. So I'd woken up yesterday feeling out of sorts. There was something wrong and I could not get to the bottom of it. I just did not feel good. I'd been crying a bit earlier on in the day, and they'd said something. I'd taken it out of context and believed they weren't my true friend, which is crazy because we've been best friends for 8 years. We've been through so much together, and I started questioning not only the friendship, not only like my part in it, but also my entire existence, and I got it wrong. So what I'm going to do now is insert the footage, and then after that I'm going to explain how I managed to resolve the situation. Now, this footage does not paint me in a good light. I'm in scruffy clothes. I'm in nicer clothes today because I was having a really, really bad day, and I do not look good, so it takes a lot of bravery to post this, but I will. And then after that, we can sort of discuss like how I simmered back down and tips you can use if you've got BPD to help keep things under control. Because I'm fine now, we got things sorted, and I look back on it and I think, what were you doing? But that is a classic sign of this illness. So that was a little snapshot there of how it looks, and this went on for, I'd say, a good hour of that kind of heavy, profusely crying, and it's completely authentic. That is what happened. I managed to pick my phone up and capture some of it, and my friend at the time did not understand what was going on, because they didn't know I'd been through this meltdown. But when they called me back, because during the initial conflict, I'd hung up the phone, I'd said to them, I'll ring you back, and obviously I didn't, because I was just crying for like a good hour. After that, I could not calm down, and when they rung me back, I was still not in a good way. And they came round and they really helped me and reassured me that my thoughts were skewed at the time, that I wasn't looking into things in the correct way, and that they are my true friend. And it's just, with BPD, it's always on impulse. Everything's on impulse. So you just react, you don't think it through. And like I say, looking back on it now, I see things for what they really are. And there was no malice intended by anyone, but I'd got things scrambled in my brain. Now, my friend initially thought I'd either taken drugs or had been missing my medication, and neither was the case. It was just a case of that I'd got so overwhelmed with other things, because I've had other issues going on, like some, I won't go into detail, but like some financial issues and stuff, and some other things. And I think my brain could not comprehend things at that moment in time. It was a bad time for this to happen to me. So let me talk you through how I got over this, or how everyone came together to help me get through this. So yeah, let's get to that bit. So I can't speak for everyone else with borderline personality disorder, of course, but for me there is two main ways, well, two only ways for me to get through an episode. So one of them is for someone to intervene and help talk me through it and calm me down. And the second one is to take my medication, my diazepam, which is there. That's what it's there for. But when I'm in the middle of an episode, and this might sound silly, but sorry, I keep brushing my hair away. I can't always get my medication, even taking it out of the packet, getting the drink, just all of it. It doesn't always happen, so I have to have someone step in to help me with that. So I did have the medication, and then my friend came round, and I was a lot calmer and able to discuss things properly. So I ended up talking them through what I thought the issue was, and they were so confused. They were like, where have you got this from? And I do believe them, because like I say, they've been my best friend for so much time, and I do things like this from time to time. Normally I use my skills, but I did not all until I'd had my medication. So it was a bad episode. My thoughts were going haywire. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was basically, there's a lot of criteria. There's 9 main criteria for BPD, which I'll discuss in another video. But the main one for me at this point was my emotion regulation, and I had no way of regulating my emotions until they came round and settled me down. So basically, the aim of this video, and I'm going to make it quite brief, is that if you know someone that's got borderline personality disorder and they're reacting in a way that you can't understand, I do get how frustrating that can be, and you'll think, where have you got that from? Like, where have these thoughts or assumptions come from? But that is the illness itself. Things get skewed, things go haywire in your brain, things go into overdrive, and just by pure communication, that is what can truly help. And I told my best friend exactly what was on my mind and what I thought was going on, and they explained to me in detail how that was not the case, and were very reassuring. And I know this can probably be tiring to go through, but as a general rule, like I say, I use my DBT skills, and that gets me through majority of the issues. But this was a bad episode, and that reassurance is what got me back to normal and back to Jordan again. So rather than letting this little meltdown affect the entire rest of my day and to hold grudges and stuff, I was now able to move past it. And that's the thing with BPD. It's kind of fleeting. It's not like bipolar where you've got weeks of ups and weeks of downs. It's more hour to hour or even minute to minute. And I'm feeling good as I'm posting this today. Like I say, this happened yesterday. And what we did is we had some nice food together and just a general chill out, watch some TV or maybe something on Netflix, and everything's good. But what I mainly want to get across today is, I think my main point is, someone with borderline personality disorder is not manipulative, or they're not crazy. They're just things in their head that maybe it's a case of overthinking, because I definitely overthink. And like I say, looking back on this today and reflecting, I don't know why my brain went to that place, and I don't know why I was assuming these things, but that's just the way it is, and I got to work with it, and every day I work with it. And if you've got this condition, you can work with it too, and you can be free. And you should try dialectical behaviour therapy, because it's helped me 80% of the time, and the 20% is normally quite severe stuff, unlike this one, which was a bit minor, I'll be honest. So that is today's video. Just wanted to talk a bit about BPD. If you want to hear a full video where I explain like the criteria, some examples of how it's majorly impacted me in the past, how I've managed to overcome this most of the time. Today's video was just about honesty, that I don't get it right 100% of the time. Then just let me know. I'm interested to know. And like I say, let me know with the breakdown video whether you want the full version, which can be uploaded straight away, or whether you want me to edit and concise it a bit and post it in a couple of days. But hopefully this video was informative, maybe helpful, because I know it's a difficult condition to understand. And yeah, I just hope I can help with sharing my mental health. I'm crying now. Sharing my mental health experience. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm always free to suggestions and stuff, and I'll always try and reply. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.